Hey everybody, welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Or you really suck. Oh, let me see here. I think that will probably be good enough. Okay. Alright, we should be good to go in that case. Alright, let's get to it. Now this game is based off of the OG source engine, the original source engine from like back in 2004, which is basically Half-Life 2. I believe this was actually intended to come out roughly around the same time as Half-Life 2 and kind of sort of got rushed a little. And, well, frankly, it kind of turned out to be a turd at that point. So the only way to really salvage it was basically to build a fan patch for it. And I think there were several people who, contributed to a fan patch. And I believe one particular person kind of forked off from that group and built his own. That's the one I'm using. I think the guy's name is Wesp or Wesp9, something like that. He revived a bunch of hidden quests. He fixed a whole bunch of errors and whatnot. The only thing I have an issue with is he did kind of tend to add stuff to the game unnecessarily, like expand levels. Now, that's kind of a pet peeve of mine. They did a fan patch for Deus Ex, and somebody basically did the same thing. They expanded the shit out of it. They made the levels a lot bigger, in some areas. Unnecessarily. I mean, there was no real point to it. There might have been a little more loot to get, or a little bit more quote-unquote lore to pick up, but there just wasn't really any reason for it, just because. I think that's a general no-no when it comes to fan patches. If it's not in the game, or it doesn't really actually add to the game, if it's extraneous, then shouldn't do it, Alright. Let's see here. We don't have a whole lot of choice as far as clans go, but we'll just stick with Tremere. Yeah, I'm going to skip the history. Yeah, I'm going to pop that into strength because I do need some melee combat capability. One of my favorite things to do in battle is whenever an enemy is firing a gun at you and they empty it out and crouch down to reload, that's the best time to grab them to try to feed on them. Just drain them dry. Excuse me. Okay, well, we'll just go with that. Finance does tend to help when you're haggling and whatnot, but it's not a really super useful thing. Okay, well, let's go with that. Alright, I think that will do. Let's get to it. Dude was busy.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence.
The sword is so fucking stupid.
Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that this is bullshit! If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening.
Yeah, he's kind of a bastard. And of course, you see all the various major characters standing around here. No sitting around, standing around, whatever.
Tragic. My apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Yep. It's typical vampire, schemes within schemes and whatnot. That whole beheading thing with killing your sire, yeah, he was wanting to get rid of her because he was trying to consolidate his power, and, well, the mulligan in the game was about to show up, and he didn't want her anywhere near where she could get a hold of it. Well, he or she, because the gender or sex changes depending on which you choose.
What a scene, man! Hoo-wee! They just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, this is probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say? I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out? All right. Why don't we, step out back here? Right, stuck in there, huh? This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least. Couldn't save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
Just go with no.
Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. Oh, you're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne, like your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time. But down around the corner there, I saw this human, or else hope you can't find this car. All right. You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, like bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so natural you think you've done it 1,000 times already. Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain them dry, okay? Might be hard to resist, but don't kill them.
Okay. Yeah. That's our blood pool, whatnot. Who cares? Oops, that's a missed feeding. Gotta watch the top bar. The one on the right shows your blood pool. The top bar shows how much he has. So you don't want to drain him completely dry. Because if you do, you lose humanity, and the less humanity you have, the more likely you are to go basically nuts and...
Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feel that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
Well, anyway, you'll go basically nuts. You'll turn into a beast for all practical purposes. In other words, your character goes completely out of your control and starts attacking, pretty much anybody and everything around you. And of course, if you're doing that in the presence of humans, you start losing, or start taking basically Masquerade violations. And 5 Masquerade violations gets you executed. So, you gotta be careful. You can't show off your powers or feeding or anything, obviously vampire-like, around humans. And if you take, I think it's 1 or 2 Masquerade violations, then vampire hunters show up and try to get you. I mean, it's a good way to get a torch if you want a flaming torch for a weapon, but, a crossbow too. But, other than that, it's, not good. Not good at all.
Alright, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain. Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still a chance at immortality is not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. French benefits for joining the club. Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, then it's just paralyzed. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? No. You catch the sunrise and it's all overkill. Get it? Okay, now. What the fuck is this? You get inside here and head upstairs. Meet up in a bit. I'm just gonna go see what the ruckus is.
Okay, I've seen the tutorial way too many times. The only reason why I'm doing this is because you get a free set of lockpicks, like right here. Otherwise, you have to pay for the damn things, and, well, frankly, who wants to do that?
Come down here. Stay away from the window. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. Sabbat? Let's spray this shit to later. Sabbat. They're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, right? The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they were in hell. Put a little heat on the no time for political run. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you is in business. Shh. Heads up. Back away.
Now we see the cringe that is the sheriff.
Frenzied Sabbat bastards. Alright, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
Oh, one interesting thing to note is this game, like Half-Life 2, uses decals on the wall. Only these are 100% persistent, basically. So, in other words, if you get shot while you're walking through one of the city hub areas and your blood splashes the wall, it's going to be there forever. Or plus bullet marks, things like that. So, it can be a little annoying because you go through probably roughly around a week or so during, game time. So it's like you think someone would clean that shit up, but nope. Yes, I know. Yeah, and doors are really fucking irritating in this game too. You really have to let actions complete. Doors opening and guns reloading, because otherwise you're essentially just wasting time.
Shortcut. Well, nicely done though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you? Cool. Now if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabbat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect. It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento. And it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning. Keep our secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
Yeah, basically, even though vampires are really super powerful compared to humans, they don't stand a fucking chance if they actually get fully exposed to human civilization. I know some guy would disagree with me. Oh, they're super powerful, yada yada yada. It doesn't matter how fucking powerful you are if they burn your haven down with a flamethrower and, turn you into a crispy critter, or, otherwise, basically nuke you or whatever. Vampires are fucked if they get found out, period.
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the Magilla gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one. Alright, now don't worry, because I know the area. You know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings. do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. You gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
Okay, so basically, whoosh. Password is shop shop. Okay, fuck off. And that's it. That's how
There
you.
we go. Take
Fucking
that
hell.
key card and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
That's how you basically get stuff taken. I vaguely remember. Thought there was like stuff in the desk too, but I guess not in this one. Maybe it's in your haven. The doors are so fucking irritating. Okay, I get why he dissolves, but why does his firearm dissolve, even though it never happens in the rest of the game? I'm telling you, I'd pick that motherfucker up, you know?
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabat vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but it'll do. Now, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree, that's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff. Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have. And innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you. Alright, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Yeah, the beast is basically your wild side, as I've said before. If you lose too much humanity, it takes control, and you basically just start killing and things like that randomly.
Not quite as good, huh? Yeah, you can do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing. Now, give it a try. Just couldn't bear it, huh? Ah, it's okay. A light kindred society looks down on that kind of thing anyway. Keep it down. Got someone around the way here. Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past. The building across from us with the garage door, there's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows. And don't let him see you. Alright, go. Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you. The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire. He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that, make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery. He is a vampire, so be ready. Go get him.
Ah, hell. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh my god, I hate the fucking door system in this game. It's just irritating.
That's that. Sounds like we got another pack moving, though. The Sabbat are going all out. Better head underground, avoid stray bullets. Alright, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
Stop! You! Just stay back. Keep your distance.
Wait a sec, I'm gonna check something real quick. Let me see. Quick save is F9, okay. Oh, that works. Yeah, I could use diplomacy and whatnot on him, but you know what? Screw it.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabbat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
I'm sucking at melee combat. Damn it, hit him. There we go.
I think they're clearing out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here and come to an elevator around the way. Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
Ah, fuck me running. finish this other asshole off if he's still up. Yeah, the tutorial can be a little bit on the tedious and long side, unfortunately. And we get to see the physics engine in action here. Finally, we're almost done.
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf, huh, man? I'm here thinking it's Sabat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood. They've probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots and it'll take down a human.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires.
That's a lie.
A kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped. Well, you know, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart, I tell you. Head up and clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this. I'm gonna make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
But here's what's annoying. You can't actually walk past here. Oh, and of course you want to look for the gun boxes, because that will give you ammo and sometimes even weapons, but that's more rare. Yeah, you can't actually walk past here. There is a blocker brush or some such right here that prevents you from going, because you have to fire at least one shot into that.
Where you going, then?
Alright, even though the bat's not a very good weapon, it's still worth a couple of bucks. There we go. Now, I'll show you what I mean. You start reloading the gun. Okay. Sounds like it's reloaded. It's not. You actually have to let the scene finish. The rule of thumb is if the sound effect's not done playing, you're not done reloading. And then you have to start all over.
That's it, kiddo. Just like that, and it's all over. Everyone slinks back to their corners of the city for the night. Until the next night, when the Camarilla finds some way to strike back. Parry, dodge, spin, and all that, and so on, and so on, and so on. Well, to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. The Camarilla, the Sabat. Now, in LA, these are the new kids on the block. There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. A lot of tension out there. A lot of fear. A lot of jittery, high-strung predators clinging to their little pieces of eternity. Oh, boy. Oh, I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. Was hoping to fill you in on a little bit more, but... ah, hell, you'll figure it all out. If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's this bar downtown here. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
Alright, we are finally through all that shit. Now we are actually into the game.
Their heads. Found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile away, the mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus, though marine biologists that have examined the monster have commented that they have never seen anything like it in the cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. Our top story tonight, a derelict ship found floating 10 miles off the Los Angeles coast earlier this morning was towed into the port of Los Angeles a few hours ago. The ship was spotted around midnight by fishermen who contacted the Coast Guard after their attempts to hail the ship proved futile.
Yeah, your apartment's kind of a shithole.
Information right now, but have identified the vessel as the Elizabeth Dane. No word as of yet as to the whereabouts of the crew, though the Coast Guard are asking any ships that had contact with the Elizabeth Dane to assist them in their search. We'll have more on the story as it breaks. A massive gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island, has scientists scratching their heads. Found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile away, the mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus.
Yeah, this skeevy used car salesman looking motherfucker.
Have commented that they have never seen anything like it in the cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. In other news, an apparent third victim of the Southland slasher has prompted the closing of the Santa Monica Pier, where the body was found earlier tonight.
I'll just leave the TV on. I ain't paying the power bills. Who gives a shit?
In both cases, the bodies of the victims were described as torn apart.
He ain't spawned yet, but, you know.
At this time, police urge anyone with information
one of these apartments has something I can use.
A massive gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island, has scientists scratching their heads. Found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile
Okay, well, never mind. We're not opening that lock. Oh shit, whoops. I used blood buff accidentally. Didn't want to. Where the hell was that book? There's a book or something in here. Like a skill book or some shit. I thought anyway. Well, whatever. Maybe it spawns later. I don't know. There's your mailbox. That will be kind of necessary later on. You're going to be doing things like, you know, mailing certain things to people or receiving stuff. Yeah, I think these episodes are going to be a little long.
Change, mister? Just very nice, thank you.
Yeah, bum's not of much use. And there's Mercurio.
Yes, is there something I can help you with? Waiting for that blasted tow truck I called an hour ago. I'd rather not wait another second in this part of town, this time of night. It's rather dreadful place, don't you think? I should have listened to my mechanic. By German, he said. Afraid I'm a little short on cash right now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, if you have a high enough, what's the term I'm looking for? not diplomacy, but you can basically convince him to give you money, and if you're intimidating enough, you can even get his fancy watch, which is worth a good chunk of change. This is the pawn shop, where you're going to find a lot of various items.
Hey. How's it going? You, looking to buy or sell or... No, not really. Sorry. Well, okay. Hey, it's cool. I'm overstocked anyhow. Take a look and feel free to come back anytime.
Yeah, not that he's got a whole lot of weaponry. Let's see here. 12-7, 1 and 2. 12-8, 2 and 2. So the crowbar is actually worse than the baseball bat, so it goes away. The inventory management in this thing, frankly, sucks. I mean, there's just no other way around it. It's absolute fucking garbage. But what can you do? $15, not much. But it's a little bit of money, and you'd otherwise carry it around forever. I used the floor here for the dumping spot for the various quest items you'll pick up that once you're done with the quest, there's nothing else to do with them. You just throw them on the fucking ground or whatever. At least in here, they're kind of out of sight. Yeah, this chick walks the same pattern every time, so she's a pretty dependable feeding station, so to speak. And of course, if you don't get enough blood from that feeding, just walk back inside and come back out, and then she'll be restocked. This fucking guy. I absolutely hate him.
Need something, pal?
Oh man, wait! Say that again! There you go, man! You're a vampire, aren't you? Hey, I work for a vampire. I don't know how much I should tell you, but... Oh man, damn! It would be awesome to talk to someone else on the inside. You know what I mean? Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know how in the hell this guy keeps from getting snuffed, because frankly, him just coming out and blabbing about working for a fucking vampire with a bunch of other people standing around, that seems to me like something that would get him terminated quickly.
Hell yeah! Oh man, I knew it! Oh jeez, I knew you would! I just could tell! Oh man, this is great! And I saw your teeth and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you. Oh man. I'm a ghoul. I didn't know about any of this stuff until a couple of months ago. When this guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, BAM! Whoa, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind. Nope. My new boss has set me up. Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood, the human gains a little vampire power. Can heal up quick and that kind of stuff. Jeez, oh man. Then they're a ghoul and, ooh, watch out. Oh man, I really wish I could tell you, but I don't think I'm supposed to. But it's really cool to be talking to you just, well, because I don't get a lot of chance to talk to vampires. Oh man! Other than my master, so I thought I'd just say, you know, what's up? You know? Look, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm on a secret mission with my master. Well, hey! It's been great talking to you, man. But I better be going. Oh, man! You know, important stuff to do.
Yeah, I really want to tell him something. What's up with you, girl? Standing over here listening to the vampire chat. Ah, yes, you can hire prostitutes too. And if your seduction's high enough, you can even seduce them. Of course, you're not looking to screw them, you're looking to drain their blood. Now, in the hospital is your potential ghoul. Trying to remember exactly how you save her ass, because I remember the last time I played through this, she didn't make it. Okay, I'm going to get really fucking irritated at this. At least there's another way around. And here we have another hooker. Yeah, it's kind of pretty obvious what she's doing for, you know, a living. Cop just walks right by her, no big deal. Shit, he's probably patronizing her anyway.
I've seen a lot of shocking things in my time on the force, but that pier, that's the kind of thing that makes you lose your faith in humanity.
I gotta say, it's the second worst thing I've ever seen.
Poor bastard down there's torn in two. By the looks of it, you'd think someone tied him to two horses and raced them in opposite directions. What could you have possibly seen that was worse than what's down there?
It was about 3 years ago up in Malibu. Found this guy on the beach. It was like, I don't know, animal attack.
Shark bite?
No, I've seen shark bites. This was something different. Like whatever killed him knew what he was doing. The head was missing, the hands were missing. And there were these huge slashes. But
Bullshit.
no. The guy was literally slashed to ribbons. The worst part was I was waiting for the meat wagon and I think something was watching me. I swear on my badge today there was something just on the side. For a split second I thought I was going to spot card and get the hell out of that place. This day makes me wonder what's real.
Yeah. There's vampires and there's werewolves out here. Alright. All kinds of crazy shit running around out here in this world. Alright, I think this is a good spot to stop. I'm debating whether I want to go into the hospital and start that shit first, but, whoosh, and he is gone. Whoever the hell that is. Yeah, what the hell, we'll go in the hospital and we will call that a good spot. Alright guys, with that, I will catch you later. And, we will continue this, and hopefully we'll manage to get all the way through Santa Monica. Of course, you know, that's iffy, because, you know, it depends on how many quests I actually do. The more side quests you do, the more XP you get. And the way XP works is basically you spend them to upgrade your skills. It tells you the cost in the this area over here, how many XP it costs to actually upgrade your various skills. It seems like a lot of XP and you don't get very much, but it does build up pretty quickly. Alright guys, with that, I will catch you later.